From the 1st of July, Australian taxpayers will follow a revised Stage 3 tax cut plan. It's okay if you miss the original plan, as it has been revised again. In today's video, I'll explain all you need to know about the final income tax rates effective for the new financial year, so you can roughly work out how much tax cut you will get compared to the current tax brackets. Before we talk about the changes after 1st of July, let's have a look at the current individual tax brackets and how they work. Like many developed countries, Australia has a progressive tax system, which simply means the higher your income, the more tax you pay. For the financial year 23-24, if you are an Australian taxpayer, you can earn up to $18,200 each year without paying any tax. For the next $26,800, you pay 19% tax. For the next $75,000, you pay 32.5% tax. For the next $60,000, you pay 37% tax. If you're lucky to earn more than that, every dollar you earn is taxed at 45%. So when an individual is on the highest tax rate of 45%, it doesn't mean they are paying 45% on every single dollar. Based on the data from OECD, the average Australian single worker faced a net average tax rate of 24.9% in 2023, which aligns with the average tax rate of 38 developed countries that are OECD members. The original Stage 3 tax cuts announced in 2020 were set to benefit the highest income earners the most. The revised final Stage 3 tax cut plan will provide more relief to lower and middle income earners and less to those earning over $135,000 a year. I don't want to confuse you with the original plan, so let's focus on the final plan that will take effect on the 1st of July. The tax rate threshold remains the same at $18,200. The 19% tax rate is lowered to 16% for the next $26,800, and this means if your income exceeds $45,000, you will save $804 a year. The 32.5% tax rate is reduced to 30% for the next $90,000 instead of $75,000. This means for people who earn from $45,000 to $120,000, you will get a 2.5% tax cut for every dollar you earn above $45,000, up to the full amount of $1,875. By the income point of $120,000, the total tax cut would be $2,679. Anyone earning more than $135,000 will save $3,729. From $135,000 to $190,000, the next $55,000 will have a 37% tax rate. By the time your taxable income reaches $190,000, you will save $4,529 a year. From $190,000 onwards, every dollar is taxed at 45%. So, a fresh graduate working as a retail store manager with an income of $45,000 will get a tax cut of $804 a year. A teacher earning $120,000 a year would save $2,679 on tax under the new plan. A senior accountant earning $135,000 will save $3,729 a year on tax. A lawyer earning $190,000 or more would save $4,529 a year on tax, which means on average, the lawyer is paying about 27% of their taxable earnings on income tax, slightly higher than the 2023 average tax rate of 24.9%. The senior accountant will pay about 23% of their income on tax. The teacher pays about 22% of their income on tax, and the retail store manager will hand 9.5% of their income to the tax office. On top of the tax cuts, to keep up with the inflation, the government is changing the thresholds for the 2% Medicare levy. An individual earning $30,000 will be $172.40 better off yearly on Medicare levy. If you want to find out how much you would save on tax after 1st of July, you can visit taxcuts.gov.au, enter your taxable income, and find out. Let's put up the tax rates comparison chart one more time. Lower and middle income earners will pay less tax under the new plan as they earn more, up to $135,000. The purpose of these tax cuts is to ease the burden of cost of living for low and middle income earners struggling with inflation. However, the relief misses out on those who are truly struggling the most and don't benefit from these cuts. Nearly 1/3 of Australian households don't pay tax at all. Retirees, people with disabilities, and the unemployed. Many of these Australians are doing it toughest. How much does the unemployment benefit job seeker pay now? For a single person with no children, job seeker pays $762.70 fortnightly, which equals $1,525 per month. The estimated cost of living is $4,312 per month for a single person due to skyrocketing rents. And speaking of rent, it rose by 8.3% in 2023. Last year, the government increased rent assistance by 15% instead of a 50% rise, which is quite disappointing. The Stage 3 tax cuts will cost the government more than $20 billion a year, nearly 1% of GDP, which could be used in other areas such as healthcare, education, and aged care. This isn't about supporting those who receive benefits without contributing, but rather about investing in areas that people genuinely need. Alright, those are the updates on the final Stage 3 tax cuts. How much tax would you save? My name's Irene, I'll see you next week.